What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Rafian16 here, and today I just want to give you guys my quick little thoughts on Hinomaru Sumo. I don't really know too much about the show. I know that it runs on Weekly Shonen Jump, and I don't know, it kind of caught my interest when I saw like it was going to be debuting on fall season of 2018. There's only a couple shows I'm really looking forward to, and I decided to give this show a try. So without further ado, let's get on with the review. So Hinomaru Sumo actually starts off with the main protagonist, which we later find out is called Ushio Hinomaru, and his goal is to become Yokozuna, which means you become, like, you partake in so many sumo matches, and you get so renowned that you actually receive like a name of an ancient sword, or like a legendary sword. So that's what his goal is. He actually wants to go to Ishigami High School, but is later derailed by the fact that some guy on a train was groping this girl, so he actually stepped in and tried to help the girl. We later find out he wasn't wearing any pants, so he gets not detained, but like he has to leave the train station. So he actually gets derailed from where he wants to go. He actually ends up in a school that is not the school he's actually looking for. He actually sees this guy training sumo wrestling on the outside part of the school, and actually goes up and tries to interact with him. We later find out the guy's name is Ozeki, and he's training outside with his own dirt-made ring for sumo wrestling. So Hinomaru's like, oh, let's have a bout. So they actually have a bout, and Ozeki finds out that Hinomaru was like, he's on a different level when it comes to sumo wrestling. Like, this guy is small, might be small, but he actually has so much power, like within his body. His body's covered up in scars, and he just gives off this like evil, like, you know, that those like that dark presence in like different anime shows. That's what he gives off. So it's like, he's like, wow, like this guy's a real deal. He beats Ozeki, and they later like become friends, because Hinomaru he loves sumo wrestling, and so does Ozeki. So he's like, oh, can you take me to your dojo, your school's dojo? Which we later find out that it's run by thugs. Like, nobody's doing sumo, it's just like a delinquent kids hideout. Well, not hideout, but like hang around area. So Hinomaru, like, he goes, and like the guys try to pick on them, and Hinomaru, like, he checks them pretty much. He slams one of the kids, nasty, like one-handed, boom, slams him on the ground. So then the boss comes in, and he's like, what's going on? What's the trouble? What's going on? It's some white-haired kid named Ozuna, I believe. So Ozuna's like, what's going on here? Hinomaru tells him, like, we weren't doing nothing, these kids picked on us. So he actually punches his own, like, subordinate, pretty much. And yeah, you know how these delinquent kids are, they don't give up easily, so they want to prove themselves. So he checks Hinomaru. Later on, Hinomaru leaves the school because he finds out that it's not the school he wanted to go to. And he keeps making trips, like following this map his friend made him. So he actually ends up in Odachi High School once again, which is the name of the school that Ozeki is part of. And yeah, but this time when he comes around, Ozeki's ring, the one on the side of the school, has been destroyed by the thugs, and that just fires Hinomaru up. Hinomaru later confronts Zuna, and he's like, why the hell did you do that? What's wrong with you? And the guy's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, well, now you're gonna have to fight me. Let's settle this in a sumo bout. And Zuna's like, okay, but it's gonna be on my terms. So Hinomaru agrees, and Ozeki's freaking out on the side. He's like, what are you doing? He's such a tough guy, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so fast forward, they're in a sumo bout. Zuna tells Hinomaru the rules of, like, the way he wants to do it, and it's so unfair, like, it's ridiculous. He wants to punch Hinomaru for 10 minutes straight. Like, that's absurd, without him punching back. So he agrees to it. Hinomaru agrees to it. Once a first punch lands, Zuna's like, okay, this is not gonna be like every other Joe Schmo around. Hinomaru takes 15 minutes of him punching him in the face, or like throughout the body. Zuna's fists are like blistered up and bloodied, and Hinomaru's still standing, and that pisses Zuna off. So when the bringer goes off, like, yeah, like, he's still standing. And then Zuna's surprised, so he's like, why aren't you on the ground? Like, why are you still standing? Zuna tells him that in sumo, if anything other than the bottom of your feet touch the floor, you lose. So he's been trained, like we get a little training montage of him in the past, like training so his body's so like becomes sturdy. And since he is on the smaller side, like he's not a big guy, he's not tall either, a lot of people doubted him. Like Ozeki was telling him he couldn't be part of a sumo, like he couldn't be a sumo wrestler because he's so small. But what happens next, it just like, it guarantees that he can't become a sumo wrestler. So Zuna wants to punch him again, and then he just gets fired up. He's like, oh, so the time's up, so now I can hit back. He just grabs him by the face, slams him, and like, I love this part because like the animation and art style kind of changed to like this black and white thing, showing that his moves are like fierce. And I like that he keeps saying spirit, so that I like that part. And he just slams him on the floor. Boom, one hit, done. And I'm like, whoa, this guy is serious. And I don't know anything about sumo wrestling, but that made me want to watch sumo. Yeah, and then so he went to the dojo for Ozeki and him, because like clearly they're gonna become the sumo team, whatever. And Zuna's pissed. Zuna's like, wow, there's nothing I can do. I lost in one punch, like in one hit. And then he took 15 minutes of me beating him. So later, like once he performs that move, Ozeki kind of remembers of a mystical, like not a mystical, but like a legend in like elementary school era, when they were in elementary school. And he remembers this kid that won, I think 2 or 3 tournaments, like nasty, and he has such demonic strength that they named him Hinomaru Konitsuna. And Oni I know means demon, so that's right there. This just tells you like he's beast. Later on, they're recruiting for like team members and stuff, and Ozeki has nobody grabbed this flyer, so we'll see. I know there's gonna be more people, but still. And Hinomaru comes back. He's like, we're gonna be part of this together. So he gave up his dream of Ishigami High School, and he's gonna stay in Odachi. He actually makes Ozeki the captain of the sumo team because he's so passionate about it. He's so knowledgeable, and he's actually pretty good, according to Hinomaru. So, with that being said, I liked the episode. It kept me entertained. The fight, like the sumo bouts, they're entertaining, even though they ended pretty quickly. Like when you see like the fire, like envelop his aura, pretty much, like it becomes his aura. It was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And the little change, like I said earlier, from like colored animation to like this black and white manga type style, and like it did the show justice, and I like this first episode. So I'm gonna keep watching this anime, and continuing with the series. I know nothing about it, once again, but yeah, this first episode intrigued me, so I'm gonna keep going with it. The opening, I think it could have been better. It's pretty, it doesn't get you hyped up. I did like the ending though. That ending, like to me, it embodied what the show really is about. So yeah, those are my opinions. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys thought about Hinomaru Sumo. Do you guys read the manga? Are you guys gonna watch it this season? And yeah, stay tuned for more anime reviews. I'm gonna do like 2 more later today. So yeah, as always, like the video, comment your opinion down below, and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you guys know when I drop new videos. As always, Rafi16 signing out, guys. Have an awesome day.